Shalom to the nation of Israel, which were considered the 144,000 and the 1/3 of so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American descent by the seed of thy father. First and foremost, before I get into my quick lesson, I want to start off giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Chodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that teach and that rule well today. And salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry and the believers that scattered worldwide, that's in the faith, in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Shalom. So basically, I'm just going to get into a quick lesson. As you can see, I had this article queued up on the screen, which is off of End Times headlines. And you can see the latest fiasco that took place, I believe, yesterday. Okay, as you can see the title, pro-Hamas protesters beat black Hebrew Israelites with Palestinian flags in Chicago. Okay, and so we know us that's in the faith, okay, those that's paying attention, what times that we're in as we come into the time of persecution. Okay, when it comes to the true believers, okay, those that's on the highways and byways teaching the word, okay, not protesting, okay, because you got a lot of phony Israelites, okay, or agent provocateurs, or, Israelites that, don't even know what they're involved in, basically about to bring, have this ministry blame. And we know it's all the time of persecution, okay, like I say, a lot of these black Hebrew Israelite organizations are set up, okay, because here at Great Millstone, start with our apostles, bishops, and the elders, and the brother on down. Okay, we don't indicate this, man. Okay, if you calling yourself a Hebrew Israelite, but you taking it upon yourself to go out there in groves, the protest, okay, and especially the times that we in now, we see this whole situation between the state of Israel and Hamas, that war that going on over there in the Middle East, okay, and now you're starting to see, being a major effect here in the West when it comes to, the states, but there's all this, protesting, okay, which a lot of it is not but propaganda. To come to the point of the persecution of Israel as a whole, okay, when it comes to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which we are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, okay, not those phonies over there that orchestrating everything, that now through the media, okay, they're going to play on the people's emotions, okay, and play as they the victim. But in all actuality, okay, those phonies over there, okay, are the real problem, okay, and they are the biblical Edomites, okay, the so-called white race, okay. They're not the original inheritors of that land. They stole that land. We got plenty of videos in history to go into it. And now we're in the time that who the world calls God, Yahweh, and his son, who the world called Christ, Yahweh Shai, the true living power of the Hebrew Israelites, once again, which happen to be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? And now we're in the time that the Lord is about to bring Esau, Edom out of power. And then, and it starts with the Lord giving the elect the understanding of this truth, that able to, to go out there on the highways and byways and teach this word. And, and constantly edifying through videos, man. Okay, when we do, lessons. Okay, when we are in the spirit of prophecy. Okay. And one of the prophecies is we come into a time of great persecution. Where a lot of these, like I say, civil unrest, protesting. And we already know Esau got an agenda when it comes to extremist terrorism. Okay, he had the black Hebrew Israelites on the terrorism watch list, right along with the KKK. Okay, and other groups they deem as terrorism. But we know all over there's a lot of propaganda. And like I said, you got a lot of false Israelites, agents, provocateurs, okay, amongst Israel. They're going to help push the narrative that the black Hebrew Israelites is a hate group. Okay, they're all about hate speech. Now you're starting to see individuals getting into brawls. Okay, so we'll see how the media take on this whole incident that happened. We already know Vocab Malone gonna be on it. But once again, off of end time headlines, pro Hamas protesters beat black Hebrew Israelites with Palestinian flags in Chicago. Okay, and they're gonna loop both of them in. Okay, as a terrorist group. Okay, because those phonies that took our identity. Okay, they don't see us as being the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, and they definitely against the Palestinians. Okay, so all this right here, nothing but more propaganda and more fuel to the fire for Esau to push the narrative when it comes to this word or this truth or the Hebrew Israelites as a problem. And I'm gonna read it real quick. And it says the Israeli Hamas war has come to America. Black Hebrew Israelites and pro-Hamas Palestinians duke it out in the streets of Chicago this weekend. Okay, and it said video captured by Yeshave World News showed pro-Hamas protesters using their Palestinian flags posed as weapons at both sides fought in the roadway Sunday. The wooden pole snapped in the process. And you can see the video right here. I ain't gonna play it. Okay. But it up with a bunch of mayhem. Okay. And like I say, us that's in the faith and that's, in the know, we coming to the point that a lot of these things are being orchestrated, is being set up. Okay, to furthermore bring more to the attention of Esau Edom, to bring more unstrict legislations. Okay, when it comes to, the freedom of speech, or, to go out there and protesting. Okay, because we coming in the time of that persecution. And eventually we know that the Lord is about to bring the famine of the word. Okay. And we about to come into the time of the great destruction of America, which is the downfall of Esau Edom. And it says both sides lob bottles and sticks at each other while Chicago police struggle to keep them apart. That was the story on Saturday as well, when police failed to do so, resulting in tense times along Michigan Avenue. The black Israelites appeared to be outnumbered, but they didn't defer them from wanting to get a piece of the Palestinians. So you see how they about to play on the narrative, man. Okay, and they're going to, trying to push the narrative that all Israel, when it comes to Hebrew Israelites, all this way. Okay, but not so. Okay, because when it comes to the scriptures, the true believers, okay, that's standing for this word, the Lord didn't tell us to go out there and be militant or to protest. Strictly through the Spirit, the Lord just said, go out there and teach, okay, with the scriptures, give a warning, okay, and mainly to give a warning to you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, because that's where the judgment is going to start at when it comes to the 2/3 of the non-believers of our people. And they're going to trigger on down to the rest of these heathen nations, starting with Esau, Edom, that Yahweh Shema Shah going to bring the judgment upon, okay? But we're not supposed to be tied into these black Hebrew Israelites, as they call us, out there in the streets when it comes to protesting and marching and and clashing with other protesting groups. Okay, to the point of getting physical. Okay, but like I said, we know us here at Great Millstone and us that's in the faith. Eventually, this is what Esau is going to use through his media to push the propaganda when it comes to the persecution. But us that's in the faith, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, and Esau, Edom is the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan here on the earth, and it ain't hard to tell. Okay, if you in the faith and if you in the know, okay, and the Lord is giving you the spirit of discerning. So we're not ignorant to Satan's device when it comes to his agendas, as this one he can use, okay, to push the propaganda. Okay, well, when it comes to terrorism or hate speech or hate groups, okay, that whole incident between the BHI and Hamas protesters that clashed over the weekend during Chicago, during the time in Chicago. Okay, so we know Esau got a lot of these Black Hebrew Israelites organizations. A lot of them are agents. Okay, to furthermore push the narrative, like I say, to come after the true believers. Okay, so we coming in that time. But us that's in the faith, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. Cause like I say, man, we're not supposed to be out there protesting and clashing with other protesters. Okay, as we are Hebrew Israelites. Okay, and out there being militant. You got a lot of camps like that in that mind frame. Okay, 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Okay, so us talking about being in the mind frame of being militant, that's carnal. That's going after the flesh. Okay, talking about taking our arms or going out there protesting and clashing against uh, uh, other protesters that come against the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, or going against out there being militant, talking about you're gonna take up arms to fight against this government, this system, this military of America. Okay, that's not of the spirit. That's carnal. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh, through the pulling down of strongholds. Yeah, and through the power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. How this place is going to go down. And it starts with the true worshipers, the true believers, when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites on the highways and byways, just strictly teaching out of the Bible. Okay, and that's a threat alone to Esau, Edom. But how much more if you out there trying to get physical? Okay, I seen one Hebrew Israelite camp got into it with I guess a Muslim. Okay, because they had a Quran. Okay, and they been stumping on it. And the altercation almost broke out. Okay, so that's sound like it's set up right there. Like I said, a lot of these Israelites, man, they don't even know what they're evolving. A lot of them, they just out there to be seen of men, to be sound so deep. Okay, and a lot of them are just set up. Okay, to persecute this word, man. You had this whole individual go by the name of Army of Yahweh Shai that brothers did videos on a couple of weeks ago. Okay, he got a channel talking about he, believe in Yahweh Bashim Shai, but showing videos AR-15s, having a sword, a physical sword on his channel. Okay, posting up videos such as that. Okay, that's a lot of agent activity. And through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai, the Lord gave his men the spirit of discerning, okay, to know what to watch out for and mark those that cause division. Okay, because that's not the message that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to have, okay, for the elect, okay, to go out there and be militant, okay? No, the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to come back and take this place down, okay? And we also say that the Lord is going to be our defense in the time of Jacob's trouble, to the point that the Lord is going to have his angels guiding us, being a covering unto us, and that the Lord is going to give certain men spiritual power, okay? We believe that because that's our defense, okay? Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, but not taking matters in our own hand and picking up weapons, okay, to fight against Esau, Edom, or go out there protest against other protesters against other groups, okay, and getting in altercations. Okay, that's going to have the ministry to be blamed. Okay, but we know Esau gonna do what he gonna do anyway. Okay, but us that's in the faith, we supposed to remain in the spirit and let Yahweh Shem Shai fight our battles and be our covering. And it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Bashem Shai to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down the imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. Yeah, because Yahweh Shai is going to be the one that's going to take Esau, Edom out of power. And it start with them being exposed. Okay, and that's why more and more you're seeing Esau doing all these tactics, setting up these false groups when it comes to protesting, when it comes to being militant. And you got majority of our people that's into that. Okay, that's set up. And you got some of them that out there might be sincere, but they are sincerely lost when it comes to how they're supposed to represent Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay, but a lot of propaganda is going on. So Esau can come with, like I say, more legislations to take away more people freedom to speak. Okay, about to come in the time of martial law. They got detention centers already set up. Okay. Yeah, because Esau, he really know he got a short time left. Okay, he's seen all the prophecies. He's seeing the chariots, what the world call UFOs, the angels. Okay, which is the heavenly hosts of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and how Yahushai is going to return to take Esau, Edom, and these heathen nations out of power at the peak of the Third World War. Okay, which is prophecy. Okay, he see the signs of the heavens and the earth, and he's seeing that he's losing his grip on the earth when it comes to his authority, his rulership. Okay, he's seeing these nations are waking up, exposing Esau, Edom, are ready to go to war against these Edomites. Okay, which is the coming of the Third World War. But our mind frame is to wait on Yahweh Shema Shai and let the Lord be our covering, not taking matters in our own hand. Let me get this. Because like I say, we coming in the time of persecution. And Esau will find anything, okay, to validate itself to say that the Hebrew Israelites is a terrorism group. And like I say, you can have individuals such as Vocab Malone right there aiding into this whole situation that just took place in Chicago. Let me get this. Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of the anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And that's Esau Edom, okay? About to, accuse us, man. Okay, when it comes to Israel as a whole. Okay, but you got Israelites out there giving him a reason. Okay? Let me see if I get that word in the blue letter. Accuser. Just bear with me. Let's see what it says. All right, accuser. See the strong definition. All right, let me play it real quick.
Strong's G 2723. Categareo. Categareo.
And that word goes into to categorize, and that's what you're starting to see Esau doing. Okay, with this whole propaganda and using this media to link the black Hebrew Israelites as a terrorism. Okay, to categorize Hebrew Israelites right along with the rest of these terrorism groups. Okay, Homeland Security, all that madness. So you see the strong definition or categorize, okay, to be a plaintiff, to charge with some offense, accuse, object to accuse before a judge, to make a accusation or an extrajudicial judicial accusation. Okay, basically, once again, to set up the propaganda to accuse, okay, Israel as the threat when it comes to, especially where in this case, this video going into our people out there as Black Hebrew Israelites protesting, and like I said, a lot of propaganda set up too. A lot of agents help aiding into Esau to deem the Hebrew Israelites as a terrorism group that the accuser of thy brother. Okay, Revelation 12 verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and that's going into the elect. Okay, and they loved not their lives unto death. Because we know we're coming into the time too of persecution, that you're going to have martyrs, okay, that's going to die in the faith. Okay, Revelation 20 and 4 going to that. You're going to have the elect men, okay, and believers that's going to be beheaded for not taking the MOTB, okay, the RFID micro in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, okay. So you're going to have martyrs that's not going to, submit to that. And it says, verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Yeah, because he's seeing the prophecies, he's seeing the signs. Okay, so he's coming with that great wrath to the point that it's going to be, us that's in the faith, that's in the know, and give us the spirit of discerning and measuring the times, and know the characteristics of these Edomites and these elites and their agenda. Okay, they're going to come down with persecution, which all ties into biblical prophecy. Okay, but the Lord tell us to be aware and prepare ourselves for that moment. Okay, if that's of our lot, that we have to, be martyrs in this faith. And the ones that die in Yahushua is going to be risen up first when Yahushua return to gather the rest of the elect. Okay, so the elect is not going to take the MOTB. And here at Great Millstone, that will be teach that the RFID micro is the MOTB, Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Okay, which is going to be the next way of buying and selling, mainly as we're on the verge of this place collapse financially. Okay, and there's going to be a new digital currency, and that's going to be that MOTB. But the ones of our people that take it, according to Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, they're going to be destroyed by the missiles when Yahushua return with a host of angels. And at the peak of the Third World War, those missiles are going to be launched and destroy this place, America, totally. And 2/3 of our people that receive that MOTB. And you got Hebrew Israelites teaching against the MOTB being an RFID micro. Okay? So they're going to lead their congregation and themselves to their destruction, right along with this place in Esau, Edom, and these heathens that remain. But we coming in a time of persecution, man. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And the devil represent Esau, Edom, through the system, mainly these elites on down to the less illuminated ones. Okay, he want to cast men, okay, Israelites into the prison. And that's why we make mention of the concentration camps, the detention centers. Okay, when it comes in the time of martial law and civil unrest, okay, and anarchy breaking loose, and a financial crash. And it says, and the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Ye shall have tribulation 10 days, and 10 days represent a period of time. Okay, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So even if it had to be martyrs, okay, the Lord said, be faithful unto death. Okay, and He's gonna give the elect individual, start with the men, okay, that die in His faith. At that time, okay, they're gonna receive a crown of life, okay, due to their faith and their works. So that's part of the walk. that possibly we're gonna have to be martyrs. Okay, so that sounds like a sacrifice. They don't sound like you know being in the mind frame of being militant and protesting and taking matters in your own hand. Okay, now you're gonna have martyrs in the faith. Okay, then that's gonna have a sincere, honorable death, not going out there fighting, because we know it's gonna be race wars and civil wars. Okay, but you Hebrew Israelites talking about being militant, and in that time when all hell break loose, talking about taking out arms, and you gonna go out there and go out in the blaze of glory, and that's gonna be a dishonored death, because Lord ain't approve of that, man. Okay, what the scripture says: be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, so let me see. So that's it on that. Matter of fact, let me see if I quoted it. Yep. Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So that's not a tough guy mentality, according to ISUPK. Because you use this scripture during the time of wisdom, okay? You a coward, okay? Now, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua say he sent us as sheep in the midst of wolves. And it said, therefore be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. Okay? Because we don't have no power besides these scriptures and besides what Yahweh Shema Shai gave us to understand of, to know and measure the times we're in. Okay? The Lord going to be our strength, going to be our salvation, our covering. Okay? He's going to be our power, not taking matters in our own hand, which that's, taking matters in your own hand, leaning upon your own understanding is going to lead to your judgment, especially if you in the mind frame of being militant and out there protesting as a black Hebrew Israelite. Like I said, a lot of these things are set up, man. Okay, but a lot of people are really had a mind frame thinking that they can take matters in their own hand and somehow they can overcome the system. Now I end off with Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. And it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So we know that we redeeming the time because the days are evil. Okay, so we in the time to not to be unwise, but knowing what the will of Yahweh Shema Shai is. And the will of the Lord is he's going to bring this kingdom down when Yahweh Shai return. But in the midst of that, the Lord is going to be our covering. Okay? And all we have to do is go out there to the highways and byways and teach and push forth this word on the internet in all truth and sincerity in the form of prophecy. Okay? But then there's going to come a time when the Lord going to remove his men off the highways and byways and his word off the internet. Okay? When it goes into Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word. And that's when all hell really going to break loose, man. And the Lord going to have his men shield from that time. And like I say, you're going to have certain men and believers that's going to be martyrs. They're going to be, have to be, have to witness or be, have to die for the faith, believing in Yahweh Shai. But they're going to be risen up once Yahweh Shai return. Okay? He gathered the rest of the elect that remained in that time by the way of the chariots, by beaming the elect up into the chariots from the destruction, from the missiles that's going to, once again, annihilate this place of America. And 2/3 of our people right in it, man, are the wicked of Israel. Okay? Starting with those that know the Israelites, man. On down to the phonies, the false prophets, the ones that being misled by them, led by them, and the rest of our people that don't even believe that they Hebrew Israelites. Okay? But once again, being circumspect, because we seeing persecution is coming. And Esau gonna, since this whole chaos with Israel and Hamas, now they done spill over here into America with all these protesting. Okay, so we expect more and more propaganda such as this, and a narrative being pushed extremists. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the lesson here, and I pray that the lesson be edifying. Until the next time, Lord willing, Shalom.